Hello Dolly fans, it's Renee and I'm going to teach you today how to remove paint from your dolls. So now normally we do not recommend that you remove paint from the eyes and things like that unless you need to. It's not a necessity to remove paint, but if you do want to remove some paint, we use 100% acetone nail polish remover. Now you can get that at the dollar store or anything. It's nothing fancy. You have to use 100% because if you do not, it will just pull your paint. I mean, it will work eventually, but it will just be a disaster. So to save yourself some time and some frustration, just use 100% acetone. So you can use cotton swabs or like little cotton pads or anything like that, but I'm actually going to use some Q-tips so I can get down in there and show you guys exactly what I do. Now if you want to make a boy doll, a lot of times we remove the eyelashes to make it look more boyish. So you saturate your cotton swab of whatever choice, and then you just take off the paint and you can go real lightly, and you'll see I dab a lot with it just because I feel like it pulls it up, and I kind of spin. I hold it on and then I spin it sometimes so that paint doesn't drag all over the face. So that's how I would take off the eyelashes, and already you can see it looks more like a boy, not so girly. And then the cheeks do have some paint on them as well, so you can take that off. Now you can see right there, I do have a splotch of glue that came on this doll that was already there. I do like to take the dolls that are kind of like the misfits. And I like to take them and make them beautiful. So I do take the dolls with like, that nobody wants, because I can get off that extra glue or excess glue that they have from the factory. It does take a little bit of elbow grease and some work to get that glue off, and sometimes it will take an X-Acto knife as well. Now that the doll is totally clean from glue and her eyelashes, now I'm just going to show you how to go ahead and take off the paint from the eyes. Same thing, 100% acetone, but you can see instead of like pulling it in different directions, it's just coming right off. And voila, a nice fresh canvas to work on there. I don't recommend this for beginners. I do recommend keeping that paint on, using them as guidelines. The only reason that you would do this is if you just really want that nice start for it. And as you can see here, if there's somewhere that I don't want paint when you're finished painting or your painting is totally complete, you can do the same thing with your acrylic paint and just take that right off wherever you want it to go. So this cleans up all of your paint mistakes. Paint mistakes, anything that you don't want, unwanted, acetone 100% will be your best friend. For a little extra bonus, I thought I would teach you guys how to fix those unwanted mistakes with your clay as well. Now I do use epoxy a lot, and I do use shoe glue a lot. And with that, you can actually use the Dremel tool, and with different bits, you can see it here. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to just smooth out those ears. Now a lot of times with epoxy you can use water to smooth it out as you're sculpting, but once it gets hard you may see that there's a little bit of imperfections, and this just gives you a nice edge to work with. Nice smooth finish. And the ears are a little bit more pointy than I would have liked, so I'm also trimming those down as well. So it's just called a Dremel tool. Mine's Craftsman, I believe. I think they run around 30 or 40 bucks. I don't think that they were that much, but I have definitely got my money's worth out of it. So I have used it a lot on various projects, not even just dolls. So it's an awesome little tool. Now my favorite way to use the Dremel is on the pieces that you add, your add-on pieces, where it is connected to your head or your body, because those are the areas that it's really hard to get smooth and really hard to get exactly flat where you want it. So to make that little section where it connects smooth and look like it's really a part of the doll, I use my Dremel tool to smoothen that out. And I do recommend that you use this tool sporadically. And what I mean by that is if you're using epoxy, it is very difficult. It does take a long time to file down. So if you are using it, just make sure you're using it on little areas and not try to make as little mistakes as possible. And then your cleanup time will be way less. I love this one little floppy side. And dust will fly everywhere, so I do recommend wearing a mask as well. As always, we thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope that you create your own dolls soon. And if you love our videos, make sure that you do subscribe and click the little bell so you can get notifications when we have a new video. Thanks guys for watching. For more Dolly Do-Overs, click on one of the links below.